Hi everyone. I am reading about the new coronavirus mutation to see if it actually will have any worse consequences on people than the coronavirus that we already have out. So we know it's more contagious. We already know that. It would be good to know if it also can cause more harsher consequences, or if it's about the same effects it has on people, or if it is, I cannot shuffle today, or if it is maybe even less. So we're just going to ask that. We're going to ask if it's more, less, or about the same. Hopefully none of you have caught coronavirus yet, but I'm sure some of you have. I know way too many people who have. I've been lucky. I haven't got it, and I hope I don't. I have to find some wood to knock on when I get off of here. But my aunt did pass away from it, and cousins got it. My mom got it. Mom's husband got it, and he has gotten really sick from it. He still has it, and can't read. He tries to read, and the words just are, they don't make sense to him anymore. So it's even if you don't die from it, it can cause so many problems in your life, and just not pleasant at all. A big, huge part of my job is reading, so I couldn't even imagine, not this job. This job I read too, but my other job, my day job, I do read a lot, and I couldn't even imagine suffering through those kind of consequences where you're trying to read and get your work done, but the words don't make sense to you anymore. Anyway, hopefully the shock gets out and we will be in a better place soon. So let me ask about the new mutation. We're going to ask for a card first that'll tell us if it's less effects, same effects, about the same. It might not be exactly the same, but about the same or more effects. So let me just concentrate on less effects. I want to know about this having less effects than the other coronavirus. So let me know if it has less effect. I'm guessing, I'm just trying to think what card would give me that. I would think like the Fool or a Page, or, one of the cards that's like a beginning card. Less is the way I'm going with that. So let's look at it from that perspective and see what we get. Okay. Less effects than the current coronavirus. The new coronavirus having less effects than the current coronavirus. Okay. So we've got a card in here. I'm guessing you've watched some of my other readings and know the way I read my cards now. I know it's a little different and some people still comment on it, but it is explained in some of my other readings. If you don't understand it, watch some of those if you will. I think it might be both of these. Yeah, it's two, which is weird. I wouldn't expect two cards for that. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and pull them all because why not? And then we'll read them. Okay, about the same. Tell me about the new coronavirus variation having about the same effect as our current coronavirus. Main one. I'm sure there are other mutations, but this one is one that's worrisome because it spreads so much faster, 70% more or something. And I thought, goodness, the coronavirus spreads fast already. So about the same. Tell me about it being about the same. All right. Yeah, we'll just go with that one. Okay, and then being more effects in the body, causing more problems in the body than the current one. Tell me about that. Tell me about the new coronavirus causing more problems in the body than the current one. All right, let's see what we get here. New coronavirus causing more effects in the body than the old one. that one. Okay, let's see what we get for the first one. This was it being less. We got 2 cards, which I'm surprised we got 2 cards. That's the Nine of Pentacles. That I would say is a very good card. It's although I always think of these little pentacles now in my mind stand for coronavirus a lot. So I do think it's saying spreading fast, and it's the Nine of Pentacles is like a lady with the upper hand. So I think in that sense it's kind of got the upper hand on the other virus. But I want to say about the effects and you know, she's looking at this hawk, and the hawk is, I think these cards have such a glare on them. The hawk is blindfolded, and I think it's really saying we haven't quite seen all of the effects of it yet, and it's the woman is powerful, and I'm going to say this new mutation is powerful as well. But we got a second card, so let's see why we got a second card. Okay, that is the Star, and for less effects, and we get two very powerful cards. I'm not feeling that it is having less effects. I mean, Star is very positive, so in that sense, it could be very much a yes card. So maybe it does have less effects. Let me read the other ones, and I think that will help me decide which way to go with this. I'm kind of feeling like it's very powerful. Okay, this was the about the same card. And oh, that's interesting. High Priestess reversed. And again, I don't read reversed cards, so this is the second time with this deck, and I swear I put them all up the way I wanted them. Made sure they were all up. I don't read reversed cards, so whenever I have reversed, it throws me you know, for a loop because I'm not used to reading reversed cards. But High Priestess is she's secretive, she's knowing. Again, I just feel like there's so much we don't know about the new one, and it keeps telling me that there's a lot you don't know about it being the same. So I'm going to say it's not the same because this is the High Priestess reversed. So that doesn't look like it is to me. I'm leaning towards maybe the less effects, but let's see if it's more. Okay, so this is the Queen of Wands, and she's sitting there on her throne, very, again, in control, very powerful, very active queen, right? So I'm not seeing it being the same with that reversed High Priestess. I am seeing it spreading and being powerful with the Nine of Pentacles and the Star. I'm just gonna say it's sneaky. Is kind of, I know that's a weird thing to say for the Nine of or I'm sorry, for the Queen of Wands, but it's powerful and it's blunt, and maybe its effects are very just blunt, and it seems very strong to me. It's very, I think what it'll be is more, the effects will be more readily, like right now the effects are all over the place. One person gets this, one person gets that, one person gets this. This one, I think the effects are going to be more even keel, like not even keel, but the same. Like you won't have as much of a variation as the other one is what I'm seeing. Um, I do think maybe it's a little weaker. Um, and I'm saying that only because I'm seeing the lion in the background and the cat in the foreground. But it's still a strong virus. It's definitely not something that has no power, because it sure does. It definitely has power. It's going in kind of a new direction, and it's the growth of it is it's just growing exponentially is what I see in this card. But I do think maybe, yeah, what I see is while it spreads really, really fast, I don't think it's as quite as strong. It's a little more tempered and balanced. No, that's a weird thing to say, but I'm getting that from the star pouring the pitchers and the containers, and the star just seems more balanced. And that's kind of what I got from this Queen of Wands too, that this new variant will be a little bit more tempered. Um, it won't necessarily be weaker per se, but the symptoms will be more certain. It won't have such a huge variation in symptoms. It will be a little more certain and a little less severe, I think. A little less severe. Lots of symptoms still. It'll still be a strong virus, but um, it won't be the same. I think it'll be a little less severe, is what I'm seeing. Still strong, and I'm kind of growing. Um, Very well possibly could mutate again, is what I'm seeing. There's definitely a strength to it for sure, and it's bountiful. But I do think it's a little less. Um, Let me put it this way: it's a little more tempered than the current mutation. It's a little easier to control with maybe medications and knowledge, and I think it'll be a little easier, even though it's spreading like wildfire, a little easier on the body, if you will. All right, well, that's what I have for that. Very interesting. I've got all these ladies here, and as you know, um, there aren't as many ladies in the deck of tarot. It's usually men, but every single card I've got here, I've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Star, um, the High Priestess reversed, and the Queen of Wands. Maybe it's not as difficult for women with this new one. I think the old one was harder on men, and this one maybe even hits women less than the old one. Maybe women have more of an upper hand on this one. So when I'm asking that question of will it be more severe, maybe not for women. Seems like women are a little stronger with this. And I know that was the case with the first one, and I'm seeing women here very much so. So let's wait and see what they say. Maybe this one's going to affect women less. That'd be nice for women. But there's definitely a woman to tie in here. Definitely. I think it'll be less for women. And women will be a little stronger than this virus, and it'll be a little more tempered for women. Is that what I'm looking for? I'm not sure that's the word I'm looking for, but it won't affect them as harshly. Yeah, interesting reading. I guess we'll have to wait and see what science reveals about this new mutation. But yeah, I think women have more control over this new mutation than men do. It won't affect their bodies as badly. Very strange, I know. That's kind of what I'm getting from the cards. All right, we'll see what happens. Bye, everyone.